awotwe a nsem bebre na esisi na yesi nkonya yeba na nia yeyi mu be miensa bi yeba bedwenwen ho onim se former president John Dramani Mahama edukotu dwa se ebeya nka eyo man Ghana enhwe na ompesika bi mfambo political parties ene ebeya obi nhye baby na omfa sika nhye political party bi munti ono begina na waya na dwen se o se political party A and B ene tumi wini aba ye beto ye Ghana ha no eno na de nsense bebre aba se ene ensem ada ho ache se o se etumi hwe na Ghana ana oman no etumi fa political parties ho ka no etumi esansi hu nkonwa na ye dwendwen ho biom se ye be den kwan de fa so e betumi aye ama na ye yi eno ne ye ba besi nkonwa na ye di ho nkomo eno anadwo ene ye parliament etumi eje president ne 6 ministerial nominees or the betu dwa no omoji omu nyina to mu omoto aba omo ye secret voting ekoto dwa se omo nsiane nyina no ade a parliament aje atum se omonko no monko sho omojuma se your 5 ministers and 1 deputy minister parliament je omotu no omotu wiye no ena parliament yes majority yes okay ye jitu mu se beto abamienu ye wie ministers de na ye behwe na yato Supreme Court judges mienu bia president Bomo dia eno nso koye kodanda ntia na yanto mo so aba no ene koye twuma mentwe minority ne se dabi ya bre ye ntwin san ne ye nkombra meto no bio omo ye ya no mo san to ya omo je san kofo mienu nso etum ye bedi eno nso nkomo na Nnawotwi Yi mu nso ena ye bo anan call eye ben so ne ho no ena omo ye nuanom omo ye galamse yi bi omo de Ghana mra ne show mo omo nsem a omo bowra Golden Star Wasa Limited for Ben Society eko sheshe nioma pajato cars ne machines bebre na mu o hwe ne ye nsa candidate kire se omo hye cars nko 12 excavator ba omo she excavator ba ko omo se cars 22 ene omo bo na hwehwe na omo de bom ese ha ene 22 ene obebre na no omo san say no company no akohwe hu se ne omo se ho de se oto sa site no for bosome miensa na o siesie no mansa na omo san bie na no mo na yete se wan hwa anase nyan hwa pa ne esi no ebema omo emmo anom de boa Ghana aban good for oil no eso bete because o hwe Ben Society wona na ya de omo de gold bebre na afi ho banti se ho no motomo de a ene omo contribution to good for oil no eso bete na ya sansi nkonya ye ba bedin enkomo ho na omo eni omo bedi sa nkomo no Gerard Boache group corporate affairs manager for Golden Star Wasa Limited ono abe cancer yes I assembly member for Benso electoral area ewo Takwanso municipality mo bedin komo Frank Justin Afol ono so be join here na yedin komo na studio there Gerard Boache abe cancer me amedi dwuma ho chia me your friend Samuel Kojo Brace ubetuma from SKB and Kojo and I'll be fine enti mema obiachi na mama akwaba edewaba Adom TV so Nnawotwi Yi dwumadi na wo hwe Ejumadi fi TV so a eda Asempa FM 94.7 Facebook Asempa FM ene Adom TV ubehwe bebre ubetumi do adwenkyere ato Facebook stream no so ye behwe ne akan ede ama kama well Gerard Boache ewa ha Gerard good morning
thank you
Ned saying
good morning Boko
I was a bro for net bebre so I had ye baba fantana de tree ye be kama
go let's start it bro for
okay it's me more watching anyway so I wanna I mean ako one side to ako share damage net to them
Brony say what kind of extensive
okay. Trust also pa
serious oh yeah I mean damage in the son or tre na obaka henjuma ye na wa kan mfaso a yenye wo ho nsana wa kan boy a etumi eze bo ikroma na kasa na man no nti bibia do beto
oh
na damaging kutin zanka yemfa ndebia sebe ebenya insurance from abo hen na ebia hia yen reserve na ebia maintenance budget naze na nye damaging kutin okonu kutin zanka onye na embera yebetwen na yen sebe kanyama ni bi yeze sisi nyama wa say another yezbi si nyama wa say ye one ye company wo ye one ye wo hen ankasa hen project office into yen fende surveyors na project managers engineers na obi obobo me si be ibisu wo ha de enyo no fi enkrana na de takrada na bi na enyo no contractors wo ha de for you know if an engineering side so hen if you in trucks as Toyota from Volvo them companies or one can poor if people will be CB but nyamana SBCC hen as nefi or brings is not in stock nyadaza waka no guwa yakwara na yakafana is SBCC or they yakra na yewo atwenem
okay
nti dem nyamani nya or cost yeah accounting and finance was a account to do the them timing and the man's year be on ye as I toze but account do
okay interesting enti bosume ba san obetumo de wie nse
bosume ba san management fancy ho potting there business baza
okay
yesterday says yenyu susu na ye hwembra ye from yezi boy benso last year obek kako them inti nyame na yesende bia nyama ni bi hona enyu ho yejuma contractors na azina companies na za oboye me yejuma ebi obekenya won na bia nyama ni bi baba obeso a yenka say mbere wo habona yeyi
okay
yeah
wow
yeah and my big chat time no do oh yeah it's in our own interest today oboy hankasa say yetum yeto mbere is bebu yejuma no da because nkofo wa ya cheche won ejuma num nkofo ya bon pa
okay
go for the way ejuma say ejuma ne boyi no ochara here na e ka oni bia na yerbo no
okay interesting so in terms of ounces of gold I mean tomorrow we to calculate who there will ben so day not tomorrow the brahena
oh yen do ho on the assembly na your records finance for records one and good more records and corporate affairs on the brofune engagement there can me hear them records now or them you one kasa na one mam there ebia but your records will send there onu de ehwe na etum kedo ebia bensum boa was boa golden star no or ebia a third and a fifth nti ihe na ebutum aka in percentages now
okay that's the one
fractions
said
yes
okay
by enfande pochen dey bia January to March ahin na etum
wenya
yenya benso zubaka a champem na ihuza or there as a pen to a paper
interesting but to the market or the work cracker and zamana de ni hina no what should be spend around by other time you had to some $30 million be
no so finance for one some but I mean in some trophies say as yenyo bubua enfande dump trucks 22 year or say windscreen dump trucks nankasa no boya bed $478,000 inti enfande HM10 po windscreen na shields na cabin na wa say one kwa bed $10,000 $20,000 or they yes say wo ekro
bia ho
ti yeze sisi na can mo say ya ambulance crew na nam €60,000 nichi wa should we be in
wow
light vehicles if and there light vehicle mine check light vehicles are a chair pickup Land Cruisers maybe a hard body onu gutin be there 13 or say into no so yeto ya chair if and there say you can end them if you go 55,000 60,000 yes sana amizmenyu bubu we feature am so na yes mbira ebe say nyina aka wa ene nam 30 million years ago
wow that's a lot of money
but you find the week or be ye built tomb. So by that time, police full, investigators, security full, we when you went, you built alcohol, and insurance for your hen project managers, valuers, but corner you 2 months, senior man in an you built the exact figure.
Okay.
So yes, Babot to John. Ye Kades Babo to Jen and Cheribia, ye can answer with whom you're mobile. The pede or man in Kumano, what has there? So can I, young good in a walk hen. But can't one hour pedo was a juma bar, or can't one hour watch and my year in Juma, now also what you do fit on. Or can't go for pee. The young man as it today, we were do yati, yabre handsome, but on yet also sing him.
Okay. Okay, but the most scene also tells of security area or the shemkina. Security is some to them. You don't want security. What about the state?
The state citizens so if you're on run mine,
but I know there was Operation Come Life.
Yes, I know make Zagra, but in Bibi Richim Kono. Now asrafo na postful wo bom no wo form a Come Life on the Ministry of Defense it's on sign catcher na wo bara wo ba patrol nya patrol kutin wo ba oya obotum wo betna yen pit na e bi owo nwrem yen security no yekwa ekobo han prokeka na ya befi because yen kita to in kita akoze yen kita hwe embrama ho kan na ebekitapo na ejuma ye no so onye ejuma ye nkoko into ejuma nkita ho bempi inti se nye obi zinkita ho a sabet na obi na asase do owum da aba na o mehen kon but nyimpa na ote ho nyimpa wote we nya ye mbusuafo nya ye nkrofo ye nananom na oto inti ye ntum mfa akozo nkobo hen ejapaze no ho ejuma na ebe ye yambako inti ehwe nama nanka senkita ho ye zi ejuma o den tase ba but da amekere nkrofo wo ye obeyazi e fa mu no wonye hona ye nyi zinkita ho ba ye koto hona ye nyi zinkita ho do ahade ye onyi de wa hade owum na ebumbra but ye nyi nkopusisi ye nyi ho mbere ye nyi bokopusi but sorko inti mo senti o see them there ebia wo hwe he no ya ye nkita akoze e be den
ontumi nya hwe
na ho no so sika ho inti ye nje ho ye nke den enko inti yes Come Life ho to them again ebia wonyi ho na anka illegal manesi another galam say wonya kukudru dem in fan sanamba nya bibi yaka pam hon fi yaka ekutu hon fi no nye hope na washu no ho ye pit wo back room bibi ahien offices ya park yanyama ya yejuma core shed onyi fantasy but o ye baby o pata ya abo na say ekutu abobo na ye hwehwem ya hwema sika wo ma ye park ni nya boko na ya hyehyɛ hon de create Fanta.
Okay.
Now, you have information yes to computer do. Into obi beno pedos sika be hye dwuma no ma. E ho na yin ko ye chende. Aha sika o ha sika nya. Edwuma o chede sika o ha nyen onini. Won kasa so wa hwe na wa confirm. Dem you nya wo say no. Into no ye ka obi a
into quantify.
No.
Okay.
Because oye afi means exactly some better 5 years enum nature. If you are 10, some person be what 10 years. Inti on ye security no ye kade ye good nkutin na ebo ho ban na bibia ye adwuma bibia yetna bibia yetu amobani fi oya ye nam anfofo ye 24 hours you be here security.
But it also tells about one relationship with the people there, how we relate to one. I mean, can we be one to know more see was no.
Them question who pi fan we be some the now I'm just here my friend a technical question when you open will be say to them a lawyer ni or you need or be so question or quota or be so some now maybe to make baby but nyame mamakana or the chief of Jizi. Or him and Ankasa Bekasa. Assemblyman, sebe friend, Bekasa. Na oyaza anyone wo when you be anka ebia yentum nsra na popo yanke edwuma e kona ya be fade ya kono so wanyim community fu obo blocking because e kwana wonza nansi am yen ye hwe kra no ya ye won e kon road networks wo nya ya titsodu nti okwefu mozi wonyema ba wotu cars bebre nansi obode road e takwa road ase cars na fa obefa benso ebefa wasa okoi nti se wonsa kan traditional council
yeah assembly man
yeah now me peda me dem asem na na sabi we bekedo okay assembly size obekede na enya ho ni nya asem
okay ma me hwe se me sa kan ya assembly man Frank Justin Afol ya assembly member for Benso electoral area Watakwa Nsoyem municipality. Frank, good morning. Hello, Frank.
Yes, sir.
Bibi Abakoa.
Adom.
Great. Mosi as the assembly member, was eba azina etum na enya ebi oye botaya nwa wokodi dem djuma no onam dunta wodeko ho.
Ejaminda wasi. Say botaya ni de already na kaso made in kan achire mu. Wo other sister stations. Ho no baby a boys no wo wi wo ho koye djuma de biara.
Okay.
Baby a wo wi wo ho koye djuma de biara na jo anopa. Eti de bi krampo a the whole week ni nyina no bonso mo hye ho djuma. Omu wi ho na koye but the security zone. That way baby a mines for the pit ba old pit and a new pit in the old pit no. The old pit no na boys no illegally omu koye djuma ho.
Na them boys and him fan wofi.
Most of them are notness. Kusasi fu bebre emun de omodos pa kusasi fu en omodos won pa ebia bolega bole na garu all those places you know. The thing I can say the owi crowd allegedly the owi no crowd no o still figaru according to source am yangasa investigation am here na hono fi.
Okay.
So a lot of them are kusasis.
Anyway, inti asem ba dem no yetum waachi binum a.
Yes, waachi binum nimpa nsaka wono menkam wa ekeka ko be 30.
Okay.
30 awogudu wo yen hwehwem.
Na wonyo nkese no what's about no kan won ma wotum na woko you know a company or a registered company ne premises na woko di dem djuman when you won brapodo do way djuma na woyen.
One whole issue ane there. Omu ye djuma ho illegally security phone be pam wono. Say allegedly womu ba etu akan womo si etu kanuma nimpa no. Fortunately maybe me hu nimpa no say mo to moja pa or not a moto echiri. Obi teenage no mo to moja pa nti quickly no station one didn't do station arrange car station masters ni arrange car no no call clinic on their way going to clinic you know and an impano when do clinic run we and so they took the person there for the doctor to confirm me and on one the body in sign back what then back up northern community no say hey so mo kun yin padia yan ko for almost so retaliate on that intine man ban sana report in the because of nimpano who on it. Me was most of one mu yejuma it's an illegal place. Me kai is a company na pamoma still we are on ko. And at that particular time that company no aye or mobile blasting. So they don't need anybody around there. God blasting say she bush baby crampo na. E bo baby between crab aba botry man na bo baby crab. Until they wanted everybody to leave the premises and other the site. And do all from one and it led to this.
Okay. Now, Gerald Doyer, the Group Corporate Affairs Manager for Golden Stars, and one security for Nonyada Okuta, even it. So
yes,
so in Okwada, no, one or Oshutu Galamseyan.
According to one was the police for now, the security was moving with police.
Okay.
Police for men in uniform. That is what they are saying, the community people. No, when you security zone, the main only a place that you cannot enter there because there's a security gate at the end and then in front. They question you, but this guys has already been illegal in the Piom Koko Yejuma. Every day, Piom Koko Yejuma, Yakabia community Nakabia still. Aswadina na Omoye. I'm saying for no Omkuta habit be there. Say ha, and woman so go the shop by one thing, one quarter. That is the nature of those people. And as I mean, because a baby now, that's the nature. Galamsey line. I think good news idea and say, maybe a problem or one of a question.
Okay. Now, yeah, sure. So, does it mean that what is the relationship between Oil Golden Star now one as a resident of the area?
Every day, you know, relationship. They are very, very good. Very good, Papa. You know, in Tawantawa be a. Most of the time, our fanboys in Impa, they want first soldier for Ghana police not work. One may security people, yana sometimes work or the Coco. You know, any problem be most times in the 1 year community engagement. Community near Kanya how channel. Yes, so sometimes you may too much imprint from the boy. And Pembe, 6 March in Crown company supporting some amount I made to the 6 March in zonal level.
Okay.
See, no relationship in it. Me, Jin did a BB Bonnie Biao, F and Anonymous Famala Assembly, my family committee for F and community Nankasa. Even the communities are always wanted to meet the Golden Star. I say, yet on Shafran one and send you home. I mean, all those things in a way I'm on here. Sometimes, time one be woman here. As and when they are free, they do that. See me, the reason why this thing, but most importantly, these people are not people, no more indigenous, or your community. Yankase when you're Ghanaians, they are Ghanaians though, but a young crop for Yamu as community, Yenimu say, Asimesi way or Dabi. We don't know them like that. Walk on be brave. And I must a Yeshua and Ambo says, I'm something in
Abano. Nano imete say Queen Mother of Wasafia say Kase. Our same for sure now they buying Bobby Bar also as an assembly member. Odrin was saying in terms of ever my buying board, they are my company anymore.
No, the Amazon do kind on the nucleus one. Bambo in the Nuclear, your police station. Nemo man, a woman, name say number no form. Men will be around numbering 9, say Vivisa, yes, including the station officer. The men who were from, but security there, I found a police station, I will come her. And then inquire in other neighboring communities, and this police men and cover all those places. Yeah, Mr. Dia can say, Bia, Medibaton and say security, and there was a man. It should be enough to be able to do their work well.
Okay. And as I'm saying, I remember I'm more too soon, more than as some way as in Encosibium.
Yeah, you say I may add my Tuesday never seen Koy in Kebesia company names and Yamaba Kwanami in Penny Force about company Nune, MZ and I for no bedding Kita in terms of a meeting number. You see, I train the company Nankasano and Penny Form to turn your man nephew a meeting I know my schedule never basso. You see, an idea told me into almost one way or the other, and I was there almost 2 money on my year. Yoma Tuma Nafi, Impriming on my banner, meeting necessary. And so the Abra community in their higher papa, true name in Colano. I'm ranting in Nara Ekufi. Or monsoon that impose a company could go down to that level. You'll be a
okay. Onim operation Cam Life for no, soldier for no police for na and Nanka Mutumi Baho be protected.
Yes, me pacho minimum. I see me who am crew.
Na others who more there. You have to say a more you more for intina ma sanka mo han kan yesi in KBNC.
Omubaha, emrevi ombaha. But also when a company in policy, a choir mofa se bi omuyi omufi one there. Mean to mean 100%. Because company no and communicate on that era. Or your mom and crop on a beer. And penny for a beer moton suffer from but no more community no more media. Teach no more community no more buanka canker. But America cranny or mufi hakoya no they mean to me any answer be an answer no yibia.
Okay. Anyway. Companies obesha down or shy be about 3 months ho. And also hunsun sanso be na benya wo mo amoti ho no so mo
no me din kan no ye mo ati hakra ye mpo ye nya bi mpo no it will affect us because Yamranti any Nkatesi, one will be Anka, me no Casasia, actually, so every 2 weeks, Bianca, employment about. Every 2 weeks, be actually so 1 month in employment. But you see, and a woman who cried to fee. I can't have some person cry employment. Telling so sounds to be brava, what my dear grandpa and talk. Emily Nanka, Bibia, Ubia, Ziananka, Bibrina, Ubia, your business. Just because one mind's Nabaha, Jinina, and nowhere Buama, say, Krumuya ship. Papa, Pasisia, I say, the own fee have crampon or Mudin Phoebe, Jumawa, and company now so ban on the Omcrop of Omunia, back. Jama at the tone in your mind was a cost with that and cost with the canon.
Okay, interesting. Yo, Frank Justin Affo, you better say, then I'm running in Kumai, Ono, and the assembly member for Benso electoral area. So, it's a assembly member, but have you heard from the MP of the area? No, MC Baha last Monday. Okay.
MP they are maintaining
last Monday, but assembly see and the money in Kasai.
Dabi, me MC na meneno Kasai. I spoke to MC directly. Nti me sure say every I am an Ebobiano or the abo MP.
Okay. All right, you. Medasi why? Medasi pass Frank Justin Affo, yeah, the Honorable Assembly Member for Benso electoral area Takwa. And so well. Gerald, I'm sure that life there is grounded now. Ntisi and what train bad no too much processes and to revive it.
Me sure that yenya all clear.
Okay.
Because when there some no wako court. Now all courts are. I don't want to. As no yeah. Okay, and then assembly court.
I'm sure I'm quite prejudicial.
Indeed, yeah, me too. But I mean, you more court when there. Okay, Jina court. Ebi obe take evidence. Nyama na cross examination. Boom, nyama ebia kofu bepedo abeshe.
Okay.
Site.
Okay.
Inti hono minim processes oko mun sheda nkeda minim. Inti me fi. Oyem there. Say you all clear, maybe I start cleaning because echo site me share when you are no pressman there. Iyankasa no, who see ni krano, ansa na ye ninko from babo ko edwum ho no. Or de yenya arishim yenya sure there ho is safe. Because edwum nankasa ye no or dangerous. Ntisha light vehicle see. Here ye light vehicle so. Ye edwuma ho no. Ebe him na baggy ABC nyim.
Yeah,
full tintim na flaxi.
Okay.
Ehia po dey boy hu ban fi. And he nwan ma enyim yedwuma because so it's na dom tracking them, dom track not dead then. Ohun hwe. As ohun anyi colors inti ye ho no colors red, yellow, green na ezi yedwuma.
Okay.
Inti ansa na enyi nkofo mabako ho no. Another ye back of nkofo ba. Odi ye make sure that a honey is safe.
Okay.
Yenya them clear now. Yentum start there. Yeke ho safe.
Okay.
And sana yenyin krofu mu pa ko. Nti me sure that ebia was were man krofu we will next oma date.
And to where man want to police custody.
Them na
where are 30
numbers ni clear.
Okay.
Was 30 43 mean say ebia 30 na wotum charging ho no. Now they watch 43 nyana wo charge. But as in a process nti them back period we are na amanfo za 20 mana wo benya won we bubu wan bembubu another no.
Okay.
But most important thing the management yen pede start humanity because say in the man's for no bonus time be what's next na
or affected on.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, but or the ADC, but just before you be concluding, good for oil material also operations or by affect oil one contribution to good for oil on this one something in a minute if you could.
Yeah, even a church as in what's there 20% of annual production into out of the annual production 12 months and say 2 months and age 3 months and age 20% no the better.
Actually, a good company be a contribute 20% of the annual production.
Okay.
Yes.
Design into my age 3 out of 12 months now. Actually, 9 months penny able to my contribute. 20% of 9 months penny able to my contribute.
Okay.
No
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Right, Gerald Boache, Group Corporate Affairs Manager for Golden Star was Limited. Medasi, they to me a concert bay. You betray a honey about Nnawotwi Yi Oguda Rokodo. It's live here on Adom TV and Empire FM. You buy on the internet. Memo akwa ba emfa ombra Nnawotwi Yi so Adom TV and Empire FM. Your friend Samuel Kojo Brace. Well, yen share the party finance. Nemo once I be kohono. Yen wait till Parliament are confirmed 6 ministerial nominees of President and 2 Supreme Court nominees. Justice George Kingsley Kumson Supreme Court, Justice Ernest Yaogao, and also Supreme Court. And it was really hugely fought one because, especially for Supreme Court, there, from 8:28:30, a debate as to say Omonto and Omonto to around I think around 10 or so, and some started say Omoto Abana Omoto ya. And so more confirm but it was a very close one for a Supreme Court justice at the end. But ministers the end there, I think was quite a gap. Well, my mention was Basintele. Okay, so let me try and then introduce my guest first. Malik Basintele, Deputy National Communications Officer for the NDC, and who say or that TV no anybody Jumano. Gilfred Esiama, a research analyst for CDD, especially Brian Komo on the funding of political parties. You need that quite say around Michael or Mary Wadier, former national vice chairman of the MPP, and so Baba Kansa near to me and in Din Komo. But answer no yen share any course of parliament. But basically, mo party catch say mo MPs ne say e mo mo nhwe so mbeje ministerial nominees na tun. E ban say na ne won sesa
menua mamenchia yahwefo nyina na menchia menua no so
we need say mama 3 minutes spare on this.
Yes, and no mempo me imagine say anka menka ho asem.
Okay,
but the fact remains no say maybe your party grassroots bebre obo na send me message honorable Nnawotwi Yi enko defend minority for no Nnawotwi Yi enko defend MPs for no Nnawotwi Yi enko kabi momo ankasa defend omo.
Oh really?
But the question I kept asking myself and I said a damn pote na me baha maybe I be defend it. Because party no eden krata to ho eden hihye ba say due to A, B and C nti Emamon Tuaba and approve the ministerial nominees signed by the General Secretary of the party, Honorable Fifi Kwete. Krata no ko viral, months and chere for mo nyebi ehwemu. Ye debate sa krata no mpo e wo various media outlets. Na sende Emrena drew na se bi mo out of the 137 MPs ayewo. Semre drew na se bi mo afanchen akoto aba edi the ministerial nominees. There is no defense to this particular matter. It is clear insubordination and clear indiscipline. You see, Osha the principles in Tia Yeden Krata and Betuja. One, Yakase ministerial corridor no are bloated.
Okay.
And there Ahunchiraba, Ehawaba. There's capping on every revenue inflow. There are haircuts here and there on bondholders. Now say, ebimu nyame adom obi se ono de opema mpanyi na edi nti ordinary dwuma to forma. Anka within the time frame no, na se fata se also ubetimi ama deputies na act se obeka ya under the NDC regime. When Kobna Donko resigned as a minister, Yema the finance minister is to pretend over that ministry for 1 good year. And that was because now how are you for at the time no. Now I mean, abayin ehia sikabi na yedi so mukena. It was as a result of 1 or 2 of those decisions taken at the time. Intina yetimi nya sika kwa crap power batches and then kaka umpo. And that was how come the NDC resolved the menace of doom so.
Just one ministerial vacancy.
One ministerial vacancy saves the country a huge sum of money. Na ketua fueling na Land Cruiser na vehicle. Allowances na per diem so obenya ni nyina wo aggregate to just 1 year. It is capable of setting up a 3 or 4 classroom block in a particular community. Into that, even put aside saving the country that financial burden, but sending a signal of morality. And a signal say, how are you in a year for mono? Yes, so yes, sympathize, yes, so yes, squeeze me. Na mo ankasa no mo hu na say aban no nso eden hyehyɛ ato hɔ sɛ we na yeso yenye na mo hu na sɛ ye nyina na ye ka bomu abo man no. But in this particular instance, the principles in your general secretary and the party functional executive committee issues our statement no was to send a signal say ye in the minority ye nso so sansem no so ye boa amaya boa oman na man no otumpoa. Let's say he demonstrated that by rejecting the ministerial nominees of the president. Was based on the fact that ministerial nominees no, they have been subjected to a commissioner, a indictee or more in various activities or more undertaking here. Obi to say Brian example. The Emily Short Committee indicted for being a part and parcel of Ayawaso West Wagon violence now. Ye prapran crofo say state assets in their quest for power. Inti ye can say due to one or two of these reasons, inti Emamu approved these ministerial nominees, and the letter went viral. Inti sende ya kotu abano, not say close to 30 of ye MPs, ye minority or more mrashibejum. Akotu abano, edi abwa MPP for Nnawotwi Yi omu ministerial nominees. It is clear indiscipline and insubordination. And media, I know say in a few hours time, party Eddie release Baba.
Okay.
And the party will respond to all agitations out there. Niya me yakesiye and say we am Rashebejeni and now we are MP. Now say wo in the minority work or tuaba Eddie Nnawotwi Yi ministerial nominees. How do you feel sitting with our colleagues? And there will be a super the entire minority bloc. How do you feel? One can say what it was say. But I will state on this platform, say, you better fish out all the people. You are starting investigations into the matter. And then as at 7 a.m. this morning, Minam Kwanso Amebehe, on one of your pages, so we have started identifying the people through investigative mechanisms. Inti yebe hu omo mkoto sabano na ye hu omo nso a party befa kwa mpaso ensure say all these people are disciplined in this particular matter. So I would only urge your rank and file any grassroots say the party headquarters in Adabraka Eden Shishayato say would get to the bottom of this matter because a certain bad precedence to whatever political principles are instituted. Okay. Even though it is not peculiar to only the NDC. So
but it say muhuomwa mbedeng. Me homo fi parliament and as mbedeng.
Yeah, well, quite be bria beti me afaso.
But now say executive
that will be a fake decision. And subsequently a better neck decision. But the first point is to first identify or more mokoto sabai. But in the American say me Nia Eyamedekesen say it does not in any way undermine the fundamental principles to which party Eden Krata and Betujan. One, it is still a fact. Say the Akufo-Addo-led government are bloated. Okay. Two, it is still a fact. Say they haven't demonstrated a single iota or sense of passion to a Hawaii Fomu Ewomaimo. Okay. And we would get to the bottom of this. Yeah. Like I said, there is no defense in this particular activity. The NDC is saddened. The functional executive body is saddened. And even though any peculiar, so in the run up to the election of the speaker, MPP also at the end of the day, the NDC, some way, somehow, got additional votes to win. Okay. Subsequent to that, Omo General Secretary in MPP, Ankasa, I'll land on this point, Eden Krata to asking the MPs, Omo majority caucus, and say, Omo restraining from calling for the dismissal of former finance minister. Subsequent to that, they have still had press conferences. In fact, the Subin MP, as of last week, was still agitating. Yeah, exactly. So I was saying, with one or two of these, it is not peculiar to only the NDC. But what I'm saying is that you need how your grassroots no form.
Okay.
And as a functional executive body, would surely get to the bottom of this matter.
Okay. But Senator Musi more MPs also revealed one thing, which of course we need to tackle: how members of parliament more ballot just to prove say they are not they are more follow party directive, which is of course also more entertaining. These are MPs who've been talking about the fact that when during election, and we shouldn't be taking pictures. How much more allowing your MPs they follow the directive? For
the first time in this country, your MP more ballot papers rare. For the first time in Parliament, MP tam ballot papers to America. Yeah, action on no. I'm only explaining something. Video here, who can watch me who here.
But pictures. We've seen MPs.
Media me who here.
The Bansana General Secretary, every boy be modern say you stay true to the party directive.
Oh no, but that's a matter of principle. And now say MPs or more bobo within one ballot papers. I haven't seen anybody say
are you doubting your
the ballot paper and I say
who be answer all cancer.
Na General Secretary aka kire say sa kwan no fa so hu say omoto aba
no fa so.
And so you will not be able to arrive at that conclusion. But some Americans say, for the first time in this country, we have ballot papers. Even the ballot papers to America, they chewed it, they swallowed it in this country. What happened in that matter? If there's any debate to be, deliberation to be made in this particular matter, as I say, as I call discuss it, say, we ballot papers, no. I mean, penalization by the mass, a member of parliament. In other words, so be a kotonaba, nasa wotwa no de aba. It will even be very difficult to identify your trap.
Well, because picture no modality
absolutely.
You can only see honorable, but you're deleted in there.
So you will not even be able to tell what if say what if say
we're taking no.
Absolutely, what if say MPP4B and I take case no.
Obviously, because your general secretary we say God knows my heart. The MP Chrono. And now, I mean, your general secretary is spreading. But anyway,
I can only comment on more Omudi party, no.
Mati,
and on more Mokoto Abano in favor of the party's directive. Ya maybe so epejomo. Or more Moswan earn the party nechi, and on one for party no Amra Anyejuma, and on more we are very indisciplined in this particular action. No, the party will fish them out, and the party will deal with them.
Okay, all right then. Yeah, thank you so much. CDD, no, member, and you want to take a bite or two on it?
Yeah, interesting issue.
Okay, so let me give you 2 minutes on it.
Okay, just a quick one. So party, no, a good party, no, what stands, especially said the union can say a binary very bloated. Yes, I think same way first year into the Kufuor administration, but Omumpe he too the Ghana for union CDD for Yankasa they are not too. Very worrying. A good party, no, a very clear stance. Name my dear Hadrian, when you have the party taking a lead in making decisions for members of parliament, these are elected officials who should be accountable to the people first. But maybe who say political parties, officials, executives, young to Obama, Ghana for in near Kuntabubiano. Omo ye tumi bebre ewo political elected members so enye parliament in Kwansem no America even ewo cabinet meetings you see party chairman and co represented in cabinet meetings. What is their business over there? Enti efa baby no se party benya stance na momo no say yepese e kabma menka bia momo no enko nanim bebre a me gidi say party no rule no a bit limited. Now, the see and a young one, or hen say a reshuffle, ne one sense, which means a moon super so months flex or mommas or near day, on which I say, well, you can have your say, but you can't determine what I do in parliament. And I don't think it is bad at all. And you're bad. The principle, no, which is the government is bloated. We wish as MPs would have been more assertive. Now, my idea, name no almost exercise almost independent opinion and you're bad for
but I've seen a lot of the civil society guys, I mean, label or ask minority, will it be that stronger minority to really offer that alternative to the governing MPP?
No, I say in principle, Senka NDC for not to me the Omana if you say in Ayaka, a first year into the Akufo-Addo administration, and the cast of the government is bloated. Almost woman the Omoye. And so the Akoba and this baby in a yejine, a tax right from COVID, tax a would do I did Ghana for so. And see, ope the opposition to actually make sure say or more who did this government accountable our actions are will take it. Until you wish say the American say be opposition on be acting differently under this circumstance.
Okay.
But say a year the stance of the party as against the elected members of parliament there, I think say any bad for elected members of parliament to exercise their independent judgment.
Okay.
So that's my take on that.
Thank you so much there. Now, Yen call the main issue, which is political party financing. Now, CDD in a 2005 document, we can say several forums and yet to me are yet to debate on the finance of political parties since the 92 elections. Now, key concerns have been how to build viable parties in order to sustain multi-party democracy and whether state funding desirable. I'll say an important milestone in debate was reached in 2003 when the then president, John Kufuor, or addressing leaders of the registered political parties and other stakeholders in president in the car said, or endorses that view, canvassed by many, that political parties must be partially, if not fully, funded through budgetary allocations. Or they can say challenging here say da ben na yenye kwan be so na befa e de aye e na sika sen e na yenye yemfa mo. So that sort of sets the tone say this discussion enye na ache. Today we've had a former president John Dramani Mahama who says with an experience, and he's been there before, he's been in opposition when we say the city, so onyaya states fund the political parties such that it will prevent say influences by funders, and again the political parties law, and so stipulated say political parties must render account to the Electoral Commission, which of course should be talking about the sources of funding. If you look at the law, which is Act 574 2000 21(1)(a), says a political party shall within 6 months from 31st December of each year or by filing with the Electoral Commission A, return in the form specified by the Commission indicating that one, the state of the account, in this case I'm saying, 2, a crime being of us asikana or one, membership dues are yet saying there was a political parties in a training in IV, which is 4, contributions and donations in cash or in kind, or more modestica and now donations be boy. There was a political parties in a training in 5, properties of the party and a time of acquisition. It is a NDC workers 20 autonomous saying Nina also their parties in a year. And other particulars are commission be who say here so some deba. B or say audited account of the party for the year into account when you audited now they are brave. Or say any person may on payment of a fee determined by the commission inspect or obtain copies of the returns and audited account of a political party filed with the commission under this section. Notwithstanding the provisions of this section, the commission may at any time upon reasonable grounds order account of a political party to be audited by an auditor appointed by the commission. So commission be to me afa auditor be so onshare accounting number but yentum say see mama shas in FCD because more lead in this whole discussion about political party funding. From baby ye bedru enne mo hu saying commitment states in the war to undertake such an exercise at saying
say the Udika kind the issue about political party funding our it's been in our books. Yakasa afa home for a very long time. From 2003, no, I think say under the auspices of the IEA, ultimately drafted some draft legislation for public funding of political parties. And I said they are working on, so it's always been an issue. I hear fanko. Why put any emphasis kawi emano. Na oshe baby a ye free ebana. Utimus a research a year 2018 report from Westminster Foundation any CDD Ghana debe tu jano. Na echese ye sika ye de share amanyosemu no. Amane hoso. And it was so to the extent say we share impo a year 2018 na ska na members of parliament mubi e de share omo amanyo omo nto abo ene e omo campaign mu no okay ka bosum ye katua ye de bema no mfie mienu kra wan hwe ebi wo ha entimi ntua na nti de wo ye first no na se 2 years entimi ntua na wo kogina biewu a na chese ye keka sika ye de amanyina wo anyi bi kra nto nso anomo a untumi san contest bio if you say wunyeska ebeso amwatimi dia contest enti na ekwan be na ofa so a utimi nyeska any cost nessa increase 2012 to 2016 59% increment. Okay. In 2016 na estimate now was about $85,000.
$85,000 for
yes.
an MP or an asset?
Yeah, for an MP. 2021 estimation na 4 million cedis for a member of parliament and $100 million for a presidential candidate.
And son of Babe president, no?
Yes.
Also, Scout born the campaign, we are $100 million.
Yes, US dollars.
Which is close to 600 million Ghana cedis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of money. Skakum, ubisa politicians on Bekacho, Skakum pa campaign, time where you started, now we go through all the processes. It involves a lot. Inti a schedule, a kasem. And no, and ama when he say ye kasa efa asemwa atokwacha ye ka ho asem de bia no say oman no into anamo na yemfasika enso political parties na seniana na ye wo principles e wo ho de dika said ye wo kan no wo hwe 1992 constitution na eye oman no emrakuni no ehye eye political parties ese omuni dwumadi a ebeboa yankasa ekabuma nkabi amamuo etina ese ye de edwuma son ato omukon ayeso omoye na emmoa yankasa asoman entina ne enu ntino ebimu beka se eye ehu hia se nka oman no so be de ebeso eye political parties asene de toso bio no ohwe sikatwitwi de ko party funding ni adnemu a na ekosoro na there are issues about sustainability. Can we sustain this? Can parties sustain themselves under these circumstances? And then there is a need for, maybe a state funding of political parties.
So, Kaumo Bokoya.
A Kaumo Bokoya.
Sustainable, dear.
A sustainable.
And yes, sustainable until I was a state in the BEM.
And no, a part of the argument.
Okay.
A bill argument need being so reflected equity. Osha, abaya what is wa. A car party financing and shada and count be if you say or benefit a lot from incumbency advantage any abuse incumbency abuse ni na wo ha abaya wo so no bia no shada mfa ho bet wo position the moment I bet for betia obekọ opposition no akwa join queue with all the other smaller political parties no na if what start e complain na kasa enti we nyina ye principles a ewo ho a ebi mu gidi se ye hwe saa niema we nyina ene na eho hia ese enka political parties no yetimi eso masne on issue of equity no ye se wo ya na wo level playing ground no said ye be ya party nkitwa omonso wo ho no omonso betimi anya sen na agrodie no omonso wa ye de etimi agina mu bi na ankoye one sided yes sir na yes wo political parties na aka no wo bre omase omwa emma elections no so enye competitive and so make an na menwie ebi mo nso agidi se oye eye state funding na in a way, now we tie these political parties to strict financial reporting and accounting. Said the who baby no. And ya no kwampo. Oh yeah, state funding no so no. Now we use to champion other democratic values within the parties. We should 1992 constitution.
No, but me sure no. But near can say, you can say constitution name rana. You can say political parties or more file or more account no. Without the state funding them, you into me masadi and maswana.
You bet to me, I am ra I wo.
Exactly.
But
you implement it.
I implement. Name no. Me baby is here. Me kaba.
Okay.
The entire argument, strong argument I am making, and I say mo making. I say who here. I say you fund these political parties.
Okay.
It be more even the democratic who use they are internalize democracy within the parties. No so. It be more say a opportunity. So obeboa ama ema ene mabunu a wo hwe parties dues or moji nomination fees any ade or moji na ebimuntimi ntu ya o ye state funding na we ye niam nyina obetimi aye aboa na wo de atoto oko Kenya ne aman hodo aka before so be qualify for state funding there is a quota of members or candidates eso omonyama nti we nyina ye niam a ebi mo gidi se etimi tutu ne yi a ebetimi abo afenso no ebe reduce the influence of special interest groups because yenim say oba omamu ha these political parties omo boast of large membership. NDC, NPP, huge membership. We have 4 million. They are competing, but scheduled was saying the few members no ever. It is scheduled na ye jini nyina no eye ska enkofo bi omo ye interested na omo ni made omo pe wo ye yamamu no omo de omo sika be shem as insurance ebi mo omo de be shem a omo ye illicit activities a omo de omo sika be hye eye omo de abetai politicians echi no o beba aban mu no o ba nanim ni oh we ni me na me ye obi kwa wo party mo de ne beba so on the fund a campaign e wo region we nyina ono na obo aye ma ye talk cast ahodo we etua we nyina enti obeye bibi a eba bedu anim no na aye den so obi hold omo accountable enti enka wo hwe enema we ni dia na ho hia ese yetimi fund ye political parties enso enye ni nyina no ewo mu se ho hia se ye fund ye political parties and currently nankasa no so no ye fund political parties indirect or call a public media, a state media, a drew elections you making sure the parties
more equal access. But how equal is that access?
Yeah, but if Obi were any doubt about the equality of the access, I am ran the hono. As you to me a testy Emrano. But Emrano there and came massa we leeway. It may be a criminal electoral commission crown and these political parties cast.
Yeah.
And she on say ye be da. Ya ye bida ye fund political parties ye so masne kakra ne mumu no yes ye beka about ye funding political parties for all these reasons na yemra into the reality of the issue. Do we have the money? We don't have the money, so shouldn't we be concerned about all these issues, the corruption and everything going on? And if we want to fund and so what is the best mechanism? I bet me fund political parties. Should it be direct funding? Should it be indirect funding? What aspect of a campaign no and I say electoral processes within the parties no and you be fund there you did this boa ama you reduce yes enema making the negative side of enema ya bobo su wo hanyina and na yen hwen so SSC ya you bet me ni because impo aban adwumaku a ewo ho wo hwe straj mo hwe the electoral commission wo hwe NCC ya they are obeka say chronically underfunded. They are underfunded over a period. We don't fund them well. And you bet to me I fund the political parties said the pen na name my main issue no say good. I say you better consider a public funding of political parties, either direct or indirect, in any form. I be boa. I'm yet me at institutions where a year in Kofukubi, a your imagine some discussion, they be share party for which in corruption, and the distrust I cause Kenya and Nigeria. That's it. Kenya and Nigeria. Youth are the major constituents of the population. They are laying back. They are not excited because almost the question. It doesn't excite them. Then it means say I need be and fire and so ye the one. A honey bedroom. You do one so you kind who say Kabman can be a mamona, a pessi mukano. Ye brenna say. Okay. Into a who here name momono, the here partner say. We should never talk about public funding of political parties without thinking about a comprehensive reform of party financing regime. Okay. It's a regime, and public funding is just a small aspect of it. Okay. In TCA, common, you bet me a BBM near who different aspects.
Obviously.
And then near my
we'll get there. But simply, the law enjoins more political parties to render your account, which of course you don't do. That in turn won't mean render more account, and how can we trust to say if the state should even marshal some resources a bit to me what's any girlfriend can for you to then start rendering account to us as a people?
Well, Minia, in 2000, when the Political Parties Act was promulgated, in 2003, when the first proposals to political finance and funding were made, it centered on two things. Edikai, na funding of political parties or funding of political campaigns. Sa nima mienui distinct. And sika yedebe fund the political parties no. They be most ochire o madwen say sika no yembo sika no na fund the omo campaigns, because in some people's view no, the government processes begins from your first day of standing to contest an election. Ibi muso chiro margin say right from the day of you registering your political party no, and no na o government processes eshase. It is this way the two debates. Now, Osha throughout the Political Parties Act, political parties are business entities. They don't operate in any buy and sell of commodities, or they don't render any service or more render necessary. So the question was, how will political parties be able to raise money to run their campaigns? Because what's CDD for? Figures or more to joy. Wa who say a figures a modu or bobosumpo. Now we measure.
$100 million.
Absolutely. I have contested several elections. Okay. I contested elections at the regional level. I contested elections at the national level. And you be a minia. We move from point to pointer. We better find good you go come. And you be a we move from point to pointer. To send you okay. We no musio. So in even bringing that entire budget together, no. Wa ube huna say at the end of the contest, no will this be brave. The question is, where will that money come from? Indeed, there was a thin line and a link between the funding of political parties and corruption after victory. And that is the major interest of CDD4 in this particular affair. All civil societies, Forum Hayekoye, public lecture, it was in collaboration with several civil society groups, CDD4 count, Imani4 count, NNEK count, to deliberate and discuss the way forward to how political parties or political campaigns can be financed. One of the proposals took us back to proposal Omonia in 2003 under the President Kufuor regime. Say, SSS state, you know, finance political parties and all political campaigns, so that Sika Yedebe Momono, they will be able to ascertain, oh, Sika Dudowe and Yedeba, Sika Enso and Amudi, then you render credible accounts to the government. Then, Speaker Alban Bagben, Monso Etro proposals be. If these monies are going to be given, are we going to have a common fund? Are we going to have a matching fund? Or whatever fund is going to be created for, Omaino, Enfanisika, Enfangum, Emma political parties. Say a common funder, then we may have the common fund system where the government allocates a percentage of its internally generated funds to the district assemblies. The district assemblies, the econo. Now, yeah, the political parties, the answer, echo. But that can only be done in a very developed economy. Our musika omunyano, omutiminya reserves to the extent say ebi asikano munim ni omode sikano ebeye. Then the second proposal was that public elections are public businesses. And so once it's a public business, as I said, you be every public or everybody and every citizen in this country, etimi contribute to whatever campaign activities you are going to undertake. Inti uko yamra nimwa. The Political Parties Act 574, Act 2000, and the 1992 Constitution Article 55 clearly stipulates how political parties will be able to raise funds. But consistently, political parties be breaching that particular clause. So, in the run-up to the 2016 election, Dr. Bawumia echoed China, and there are footages where he was holding a bowl and collecting monies from Chinese persons. And the pictures are available.
Which is against the law.
Which is against the law, clearly. But if it is against the law, then how will they be able to generate funds locally to run their campaigns? And in recent times, MPP for Bedi Adie, Sikomo craft from China for within 2 months, yet they saw their bauxite concessions in same China. Yet they say forest reserves, there was a high infiltration of Chinese persons to the extent say ye ko Chinese ni bi Aisha one mpo ye can say security ye be jano amanako.
No, but
number two,
but no because of Serbia or doing a campaign or Kojiska. You remember the bauxite one? It was for the Hydro facility.
3 billion.
And yeah, Mauska. But instead of you paying back, yes, you pay per product.
Yeah, leveraging.
I almost say a better arrangement.
These are only assumptions to why political parties should not be financed externally. And this was in the wisdom of the Constitution.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm giving things Yehu in this particular regime.
But are you saying
we can link them back to funding from external sources?
When who saw video from China now, they couldn't. It wouldn't have meant for you to then deduce with the Sino-Hydro facility. It is not because we'll be financing politically. Because you remember, Atamils went for the CDB, 3 billion CDB, near Ghana Gas Film. That Atamils didn't go to China for
but that was he being in power. I'm only giving an illustration. No. Say, in opposition,
but we have to be fair. I'm saying that.
Let me prove that point to you. His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Ejina Simpiyesu can say, one of the reasons for the appointment, that was during he appointing Ninuya, Nnawotwi Yi Kenufurata as finance minister. Or can some more opposition. Na Kenufurata na ebuabua epesika, emo mo run omo political campaigns. And omubedi adie, man, the finance ministry. And so that correlation can be deduced from this particular expression by the president. Ono Ankasa, when he was being chastised, said, or the Ono Ankasa no wafase, and he was running a family and friends government. One of the examples he gave was that Omo opposition cry, like Kenufurata ne pesika. Kenufurata even owned the bank.
No, I was only trying to draw attention to the fact,
yes.
If you talk about CDB,
absolutely.
Now, like I said, because before the election, Bawumia was in China, and I'm just saying, sir, you can't be fair in that analogy because Atamos got a CDB loan when he hadn't prior gone to China.
And I'm saying that I'm being deductive in this, based on subsequent comments from your man Pinyi on other matters. And we also saw an illegality being conducted prior to the 2016 election, where a political party, the MPP, led by Omo running mates, Alhaji Bawumia, Echo China, Echo Resika, and that was made public. I remember that even during that regime, civil society groups, Echastazeno, Equity, the laws to him say, Adio Oyeno, and Senfata, and these are things that breed corruption in this country. Indeed, that whole debate has been lingering. In there, President Mahama, Ebie Kwan said, we need to revisit that particular activity. So minor never finance the activities of state political parties are. But
that's why I'm asking you, sir. When the law, I catch up a point blank, say more political parties, I was more filing more statement of account. Extra more properties are more war, how are more acquired, more how much more? How then can we trust to say the second more render account?
No, it has been done. It's always done. Public political party accounts are always audited by the EC. And it has always been done. Your assets have always been declared. In fact, to the extent that someone declare your assets, how do you even, renew your stance as a political party? And so assets have always been declared.
Can you
assets have always been declared.
Minim say, I think say somewhere around the 2016 or so, and a political parties in the submitted become more easy. But no crano, or more munim no say. I don't want to come on.
So that's the point. That's where I was coming to. It is not about submitting, but because the state does not sponsor political parties, you find it difficult knowing how much.
No, but I'm saying
flows into the accounts of the political party.
Won't be accurate because constitutional and fund to one critic caveat say the state has to fund first before we know it. The constitution says. Also more render for us to know the sources of funding, contributions in cash or in kind, maybe look, but the constitution goes ahead to say a foreigner cannot contribute to your campaigning. You know,
so, I think he has already made the admission say political parties haven't been up to this task. And yet political parties we also know say the state agency are responsible for this kind of
so my question is that there can't be any guarantees as a state in this F and them or they are ending by you will be forthright with us because political parties they be finding a way to
and so definitely once that proposal is to be considered, I was saying at home. Now it me attract all inflows. The same here at the district assembly level. Common fund at the end of the day, your mom called it. And if you know this can and that is why we have a commission of inquiry. The BIA Parliament, you always have that committee. Is one of the committees almost sitting on a daily basis. The GS bosses and so that but the second proposal was how the citizens will be able to fund political party activities. And how we'll be able to generate a lot of revenue from them. In recent times, so President Mahama Mpodi 1-2 say obe running any campaigner obie phobia mbe contribute. In fact, the filing form mpo awakofei obie kwan e ma ebi mo contribute here. I remember in 2018 okwakoto no filing forms. Osanso bie kwan e ma obi o se odisika kakra beba betumo no. Ono so de sika no e betumo. If you go to the United States, for example, I remember during the days of President Obama, 2008, people will be free about by. Nobody, no. He was so proud, said he contributed $100 to the campaigns of President Obama. And felt so happy. I remember vividly said, no, he repeatedly said it, say, oh, I've contributed to the campaign of President Obama. And it was just $100. That may be mega, but in the larger context, it creates a sense of responsibility as a citizen. So if the first point is achieved, where citizens will be able to willingly contribute, Mekaisa in 2014, MPP for the scratch cards be by. So Mekaya, what card now? No, we don't be 10 cities, or we don't be 20 cities. Once people are able to demonstrate that financial will to the cause of a political party, it creates a sense of responsibility. So Mokasa Manu Pomfa yet to want to be and finance political parties. These people will be willing to do that. And that is the proposals. These are the proposals President Mahama is opening for public discussion.
Mate, CDD, in one of those documents that you worked on long ago, now CDD says the acceptance of the need for state to fund lies with the political class. It will be misleading. Say, assume say the average Ghanaian, obey agree say on funded and Ghana and taking upon itself to fund political parties. What do we know now?
Any man changes are fortunately or unfortunately, any man changes are we share the conversation initially solely driven by political parties. And their champion say, oh, the state should fund these political parties and actually, OSHA research has CDD Ghana and they are there. Civil society in so a play leading role and moving the conversation beyond just the immediate consideration. Said states should provide public funding for political parties, but let's have our campaign financing or political party campaign financing regime sanitized, reformed first. So the all the other drivers, of course, no, you beat me a tackle. Now, a year 2005, research na year, you know, the motivation, you know, was solely based on the fact that all the conversations are now driving the agenda for public funding of political parties, no, were solely being led by politicians. So you want to know, say, Timamufo Nankasanso, no, saying no homogene efa hon. If you say ye person fund the political parties are. A kwan ba kwan pese ye be ne say o man photo ene de nsabe bom na de akwa fund these parties entity mamufo no omo beji atum anaso omo nyintum say omo beji atum na omo nyintum a enema ben ne enema ben ena e man ye den say Ghana for be ka say there be pese o ye di wodi esika e be kwa support ye party for enti ye no I think say 2005 na o greater majority of Ghanaians some ka say no omo gidi se party for hu hia pa omo gidi se asudi de amomo ka mamenka bia mu no ade a emuedu na emomu no se de esika e kwa akoso masne de omo se there be omo pesa na ti se de media someone small asudi e we ka mamenka bia mamu enso obi antu amoka enti sa argument na na manfo erane side by side say oh there be yenyi ni say but wo hwe eye enema ya bobo so na nsen ni enema abeda edi ama yehu a na meka no em say enema esisa kaka na emutimamu no still na afo barometer recent latest survey a omo ye no the same question was asked ese yemfa Ghana sika and support these political parties ana majority and omo ka say omo support sa idea no omo nyintum na je omo nyintum no woye wadwen se wo hwehwemu kakra ebi yese gidi a amanfo ankasa kra ewo ye parties mu no eni esoro sa eno ye baako afei nso sa aban ba na aban mo ne homoden a ekwan be na afa so ebekwa akọ convince Ghana for se mfie nan mfie nwotwe mfie dumienu mfie dunsia yen hye den hu bibi e ekoso ya to abama mo abaye hu bibi ye den na mo parties no so afi de mo sa abegiska e de akwa support na se yankase abrabo no mpuntu obi an hyeda mamu na ye den ye nsai en committee ho 2 additional way enti I think say Afrobarometer survey na ye bisa these questions Ghana for omogidi say almost support a public fund of political parties emu ka so mo support emu so mo support o hwe omo so omo support na omo support ya yesa bisa question bi ese se ebase yem koso political parties na senior wono de na wogidi se betima ye de aso masne omo support no kakra bi no de na elidi no se yem omo direct public funding siska wo ha yemfa bi mo na party for na fa mo ho bra omo support no omo see indirect na say omo ko media ho no ene yenko media ho ne yenhwe se kana omo bo no ye betimi ateso kakra na emo see diska pa akosho omo de omo support side enti still na no ukọ grassroots na say eniema no ensesa esa na ensesa because gidi amount for parties mo no enko su bebre aban emodem mo mrano no wohwemu a timamfo ya na omani nso bebre nti se sa ne ma we nyina ekoso a den se ubenya Ghana fo nyina ama omaka so mbe support ne mom na de ba ko a I think se ho hia no se parties na nkasa se omo lead the way de dikai ene de menu abema no eka ho asem no omo wo large membership basis and said the all cast in new be free US buyer no yes so proud no same say omo ankasa no mutimi boa ema omo members itimi tuasika omo dues regularly then ho nankasa kwa na boa wo party nankasa because there is a relationship between the members and because a social contract between party members and their leadership in terms of transparency and accountability. Okay. How did you use our funds? You support it when you know we are in our interest. But if members don't even support these political parties, then how can they do or engage in that kind of social contract. And what will even be the legitimacy of these parties claiming, that large membership base and, broad-based character and all those things. Enti omo betimi I started said the wakano and menka esisu say CDD Ghana he commended the effort of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ese why na dwen say party members ene Ghana for obebo e modern na wabobo ska kakra e Ghana for yina. The yen kan ye e was ade we ho no part of the broader discussion ye say and obi betimi atua because o kase we bie obi a Ghana for oje and obi a menwe we hayi ni nua no fi US no ye wo cap ho ye wo scap dodo bi ha wuntimi enka so me President Obama asemo anti no me $1 million me de ama no wuntimi nya saade no enti emra say omampani etu anamopa okoso a eye de ye nyina hwehwe no omampani dada sorry
utu say on my pen okay
ode nyanto wase enti former president what to say na mo we no ye hwe say we nye emra kwan so ye mfa mrangu ho a ehye no na mmom no oye saade we ni nyina no we all should be mindful say na obi ebetimi contribute.
Okay, all right. That's something I buy besan ahwe senior. You have to say they spend $100 million on presidential campaign. No, or my yebenyeska. Niaga say the ma political party be a simple, and also the ma political party be a say yejitum say per se finance or more. Ye konya ba yeba in some way na yebedi ho yebe pense munamum. Obetumi akoye Facebook page Adom TV and Adom Asempa FM. Na weja wadwen kyerɛ wo issues a discuss ye ba bɛhwɛ yakan na obi aso atene a also o pa kyerɛ ɛwɔ issues a discuss no ye kwaba we Nnawotwi Yi dwumadi a ye di wɔ Adom TV ye ba isia no yɛntena Memo akwa banfa ombra Nnawotwi Yi dwumadi so ɛwɔ Adom TV radio so Asempa FM baby a wo Ghana ha otie nyina no yedase pa se odo afredi na to ha otie ye ne your Facebook Adom TV and Asempa FM. Well, Basintele enti o mayete and I think it's something that CDD for yes CDD crane catcher say you spend $100 million on your campaigning. Enti to which point say or minus or jatum crowd office say what should be the level of contribution? You bet me $100 million ama more because that's even presidential meboa answer yes for parliamentarians and amebo and I understand. Hey, what should be the level of contribution then?
You see, political parties have always run on their own financing corridors.
Okay.
CDD phone crack on with the betuja. On much I say, on which you HRS say, yetawo go oil dealers, yetawo businessmen, including illegal business operators. Yet our even galamseyers contributing to the financing of political parties. Now, as a party no edin kunimu we are, then party no in paying back for all these supports it get from Sankrofo Nyinano, a protector na eshelium, and that has become an avenue for organized crime. This was a statement of the CDT. Enti Osha Sika Omwankasa Bobosuya clearly. It shows that state financing of political parties will be a future discussion.
Not today.
Not today. And it has been stated clearly in President Mohammed's release. Nyoka and said, how are you from Mundia? Even the District Assembly Common Fund, we are in arrears of about 3 quarters. Sikani Timinkoye. Osha budgetary allocation to various SOEs in Pua. I thought that it may be in the 2nd or 3rd quarter to which it was supposed to come. Inti, as for, say, a benye sika from the state to finance political parties there, it will be a future discussion. What we need to do, Cecilia said, we need to engage the public. Once the public believes in a Juma or party, and our political party, and now once the public believes in a policy document and directives and share what the ato was ubedin kunima what the better kwanso they'll be willing to support you with a little quota they've got. Okay? Make I say in 2018, you be the mobile money number, and some of us were part of the team to raise funds for President Mahama to pick his filing form. Because at the time, the filing fee was 400,000 to contest for presidential election. Within 24 hours, we raised about 520,000 from the public.
Okay.
Mobile money donations, yes, so be on for 10 CD, 5 CD, and it was even Operation 1 CD. They can also be contribute to 1 CD to it. Within 24 hours, we raised 520,000, and it was closed. And the reason why it was closed was that President Mahama said, "Sikana or person reason or the top forms. Now forms there 400,000. So once we've achieved that amount of money,
I was close enough.
it was close enough.
Interesting.
We don't just over pressurize
the people because a future discussion.
State sponsoring political parties there.
And
it will be a future discussion.
Okay.
What we must focus on is enticing the public to contribute to funding political parties. And what the platform President Mahama did demonstrate here, it is clear. It shows you Obia was sending Sikegum.
Okay.
It shows you the amount of money at every particular time. And it shows you timer on what withdraw Sika a free account.
Okay.
Into what would he open for our phone, net log John Mahama donations app.
Okay.
Nekoso. You'll be able to see the cash flow.
All of that.
You will see it coming in. Say, who app no sumpona will be contributed 10 CDA. You will see say 10 CDA account.
Okay.
Then yes, I can withdraw Sika. You will see say I withdraw Sika. We want to demonstrate that sense of accountability to the Ghanaian people. Once we are able to do that, Ghana for Benya regime will say, "Edisi Kampoma NDC for Ejuma ABC and Omudibedi."
Okay.
Inti yes, we say there contributions simple. Ebema political party.
Okay. All right, you. Medasi, Sididi, my memo just 2 minutes on what he said. Said the political funding of political parties and yet and NASM, there will be future.
State funding.
Public funding will be a future, yes. It depending on how you public funding never. It does say direct and I say indirect. Name no, the other can say, moment share the various aspects. Yet drivers of course ne dorsum. If more state driven requirements say easy. Say over PK nomination form discussing a major or as a presidential candidate any other. And no, should it take us years before we conclude say requirement require no it be any no here. Name me and share quite far it be easy bit me a faso. I determine say and conform qualify yes we do money.
As in thinking as can feel.
May can say public funding no it depends on how are you know.
Okay.
Say your co indirector, you a quine I would do be so hard. You bet my case oh ye money be a free mama party for no much mania the room to breathe financially. And no ubet my ye be within the short term. Ye bet me can be medium term. Name long term plan no. If you want to put a direct funding to these political parties there. And the Mejidi said the Minyaka and the we should look at the long term.
Let me add on to Nnawotwi. With regards to the indirect funding, when you say run just 30 seconds, you run constituency elections, ballot papers, and then the account will be on.
Okay.
Even dispatching the EC sometimes to the venue, party no nefa it is send we could have indirect funding sources where you emphasize a political party, but a run election ballot papers. And then you will be anti filing fee from aspirants, no. Abano,
okay.
Then the state will be able to sponsor that. Okay. If they're able to do that, that becomes an indirect way of also funding.
Maybe my phone line
political party
shortly. Just before my mama make your point, but we say happy birthday to Samuel Jampo. Our Mauritius, Nyankopon Shao, Papa, or maybe Apuna Kese and Famao. Ato Kwamena do say Awodapa and so Mao so Nyankopon Man Quatenting no more pom din so enkwana nim. We so say Awodapa and Komao Orat Theophilus Okine, procurement head of the Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources. Wefi Nana Kwabena Obria Boa Hose Awodapa and Koma Nyankopon Shao Papa and Samuel Jampo our Mauritius Nyankopon Shao and Awoda Ato Kwamena do and Theophilus Okine Muyano and Mawoda Nyankopon Enchira Mokwan so CDD bonito
Inti said the Okano say over the past year no CD Ghana working on this same campaign financing regime reforms there was stakeholder working group be from NDC, NPP, CSO, I think PPP and other academia and then the Kaka you're breaking reforms down into short, medium and long term and you share major cost drivers in the primary school I can when your party driven cost. Okay. No quite be me asano. Bema easy no mpukra no. If I say we organize primaries a party like more form home and no yes how do you find even a fine balance between NDC and NPP which money at the same time so that be able reduce the cost no so the ma easy so into which me yeah sa na we na party no kran so this card do na omoje ewo omo best standing no so no. And also, yes, so because state is funding. You will never be me did say yes, you your parties no buy in any other stakeholders. We are going to push as you bet me a reforming a campaign financing regime. No, now
interesting. So that's a work at CDD. I'm sure if you go to CDD or more online, we can get some of these details.
We will share with the public very soon.
All right then. I would hear so between your friend and watch our dream. On minor emfa political parties hoka. And I had to say, from power, drink travel home, and then they were hanging. Obet me afraid. It was 0302 21 17 01. 0302 21 17 01. And one, no, obet me as a son of I know 2 intino. It be a 0302 21 1702. 0302 21 1702. And 0302 21 1703. Sa to 4 frame na oni ending komo friends wa mesrel na wadwom o TV no volume no na mo asem nka no so ho nte kama na obi enso nya kwan enka bi enti obetumi afra esisi na yetumi etie wo so wadwon kire political parties oman no mfa ho ka ana etesen odwen ho sen no anso Parliament and I quite the ministers so mun konkoye omajuma and Supreme Court judges no so and nso hu san obetumi actually wa drink 0302211701 0302211702 0302211703 0302211704 na wafre na yetumi eno wadin komo kama say me babenya ofrefo a odin kan Frimpong or Fre Wafre Frimpong to say my minty or intre. Yo. The Madame Pandani Nasi. I'm the patro a better Pandan Nasi. You're not going to be or mind you look myself works out be hookah. I said, yes, so mine. You are him. You know, yeah, for Twaba, and you cook with you for Twaba, more baby dear, so yeah, that's just a while to Sikaba. Okay. You know, the only baby Sika, as you are. Only Sika. And they are MPP and this, you know, about Sika there. At the court. It's me that's a say, and to be more mocha. Yo, Martin, may I say, from point I didn't show the buy, and Pacho Fremia, a can volume no form crowd, Dumuno, not tear me or phone, so one yes, a bit delay, in time and TV, no, tear phone, no, or tear me or phone, so. Na yending komo na bibia nkoso ye ma enti frimpon na dwentra o de buy no na frimpon nam so be wiasika mu pese be ye mpese o be wiasika nti e na nkofo bi e kire se ye ya asididi ka ho anka o minor nkasa nhwe na onfa political parties ho ka so that yetumi abrasa up corruption ano as obetumi afre na yetumi enu wedin komo 030221 1701 0302211702 me nyanti say be so mo strike and NDC serial callers no but doesn't tell what is that no
origin
unti origin
maintain
okay
obi angle strike obi angle strike
03022117 1 okay so menya press release I'll say to all media houses NDC serial callers and testers embark on indefinite strike over ministerial approval.
When I sign
signed Sadiq K Panja or secretary ɛna Ibrahim Awal liaison officer ɛna Lagbaja ɔno nso yɛ organizer.
I can authenticate that document.
You can authenticate, okay. Indeed. Okay.
Because
Mommy, so Mumid, so I join here. Mumid, let's say, okay. 0302 211701 0302 211702 0301 0302 211703 obetumi afrɛ na ofrɛ na mpacho ayatie bi phone so na yenni nkomo me honte kama obetumi afrɛ na yenso yetie wadwe nkyira wo kyerɛ on the issues I discuss yedi nkomo afa state funding of political parties ofi say ojitum say Ghana yemfa sika mfama political parties embo mo hoka ana say yenya ne den say ojitum nso a saying na ofi say yede ya ebeye again eno ministerial nominees parliament more mo kwan so mo koy omadwuma wo ne saying and Supreme Court judges and sense by again Golden Star illegal miners so akwakwahye ho no and also ho asem ka obetumi aka ho asem na yete 0302211701 030222 okay enti yankwa ho no so na yenkotie Charles maminti wadwenkyere. Hello Charles.
Hello.
Yeah, maminti wadwenkyere ofa.
Opa. Me mama watching na me mama mo so na eduma pa mo ye. Sa de we se pa ani obi ara kwa kote party ni biu. Ya kote ana ja mo sum ska ka gum. O na mfitire na obi wa no se wo ye kampe na kan wa fan kan na di. Tele mi fi se mo. Okay. Da wo fi se o wa ye ready se o ba be sumu a. O sumu ma be sumu no nya so mo sumu no kwa. O mbe ko no ma nyom ho cha. Okay.
Okay. All right. So Charles Fee said, no way. Mama Yafasika Bia and share political party. Enti no. Okay. We Nnawotwi Yi ye di Adom TV and Adom FM. My member for my final thought from my panel on Afi and sorry. I wasn't telling me more a minute.
Well, me dey na me can say I think some red route saying in Abeka boom. And we'll find a lasting solution to all these activities. Say, Omani Befa, a canibi, and I say the public also through almost support Befa a canibia. Then we'll be able to arrive at one singular conclusion. Who acquire Befa so. Now, the funding of political parties, no, and could breed any sort of iota of corruption in the system. Okay. To say, you will be. Mekai say, MPP dia so. Yenya galamse formu pie beka se omo fasika koma nanado ba ye afi ogu omu ndwuma yetiti bebre nti these are sparks and traces of illegal activities in this country nti a ye pese you put to the funding of political parties into check so that it ends up stopping corruption, it stops organized crime, and it stops illegality in this country. So yetimi so to check all these activities, I believe say we'll have lasting solutions. Again, what for a constitution Article 55, actually clearly say, even though external forces ain't mean for cash and my political parties, but they are also at liberty to give in kind. And there's a disparity between through external bodies. And external bodies, has not been identified in this particular instance. When you read, just a minute, when you read from Article 55, it says it prohibits the political parties from, let me get the exact.
Because it says that?
Yes, read that.
Where any person contravenes section, blah, 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 but it says that okay, anyway. So
that disparity must be checked from the Constitution to the Political Parties Act.
And to me, Guildford, for 30 seconds, mommy.
Did say, reform a political campaign financing regime. We shouldn't be fixated on public funding of political parties. Ye perceive resource. You perceive anymore. You share the whole regime. Na enema yesi yemfantu ye no. yɛmfa na mmoa yɛ na yɛnyina yɛntimi kɔ yɛ ne ma asɔman.
Okay. Yo, girlfriend, medase. Yɛmfa nsi ha na yɛnsɔre so. My name Malik Basintele, Deputy National Communications Officer of the NDC and AD. Jumedie Guildfred, Esiama, research analyst for CDD. Earlier, Gerard Boachi joining from Golden Star Wasa Limited. Now, health screening be multimedia ha. Obaya car park wa kosusisia enonti and then I say yeah sorry in term than the normal time because kofa na ekoso ho no e de ama na wo so ehu na ekoso na also betumi aba na waba behwe wapomoden you know aba behwe senia wapomoden no esitie enti no dia ekoso multimedia ha enti wo betumi abo anan na waba kokomlemle ha Fanofa Street bra na behwe nea ekoso ho wo so hwe wapomoden ene bibia na enkoso yie emfamao well the health screen ekoso no dia obetumi de hu you know uhu a amawatumi abon ho ban Dr. Edmund Arthur, CEO of Balm of Gilead Clinic, wabakansa ewa ha babedin komo onene other specialist doctors from other facilities Kolebu UGMC ni ade nyina aba multimedia ha omohwe wapomde nti bomode na nso behwe wo de se ne be ya omhu ne ye wa watumi aso ano no yie yendi nkomonitew na yentumi mayemuso Dr. Edmund Arthur Marching bibia bokode
patonyame adomoko
yo me medin kan aka ne ekoso de ba wo na wo ye doctor ne a wonim ne ekoso twade tewmaye den ekoso ewa
yo medasi yama yahwefo nyina achi edeba o program so yeda multimedia impemfo ase and for that matter o show yimi nyina nso ase say mama yakonya kese abaso ohwe program ye Acetinapa powered by Acetinapa one of my programs moye no na nipa nso obetimenya Acetinapa ejina wompom den so nti ya adwen say first quarter Adom FM Acetinapa first quarter that is January February March there was any nipa detect no protect no ho nti ebetime detect no protect ho there I was say yene Acetinapa Adom FM crew ne multimedia yina ekambom na ye invite specialists a omakwadene wo nipedua na kwa no bebre eso sene ebe ya ye be hu nipedua no the way ACB ekofa nti se bibia chia na entemara pe doctor na o hwewo no na wetimi asi eno ekwan e de ama wo eno ntina multimedia se ene day 25 Acetinapa Adom FM ebeye mpomden a eye free hwehwemu e de ama ni viewers ana listenership ni nyina enu ntina ye wa nti ye wa ha na se ye wo dentist doctors omohwe ese e wo ho ye wo ENT specialist omohwe aso omohwe you can say your nose ana your throat ye wo mo nso omohwe eni iPhone kwa de omoye 2 ana e wo ho from Kolebu ana Rich Hospital. And apart from that, and so your UGMC dietitians or maba our mono betche aduane pot you also would and unfortunately your pharmacist and a doctor of pharmacy or monso sebia obi no medro that on betche no kwan pa also mofa no time bia na your hospital say nom na no pani enwume obon say obi timi nom na be say around 10:30-11 bi kwa ne refi ne ho wakọ baby aba na bia wiem ho kakọ abefa na enwume wasanfa wrong nto nyina ye nema pa ye kyerɛkyerɛ nkofo a ɛwɔ so mo ye na afi nso ya check your blood pressure ya check your sugar ya check whether no typhoid nkofo bebre didi abonten na ye hu se typhoid nso ye contagious infections a yare a esai efa nnuane a ye di stew mu ne ntofie ne ne keka ho no ɛwɔ so ho status anya sa one we obe treat malaria but no typhoid and a show ho obi so okwa ulcer but onya aware of ni na a test a ekoso a ye hwe ye be blood group and apart from that nso HB omoja dodo obi wa otena se kakra na ne naso apagya na ne nan ayi ne titiriti ne nsa ayi ne titiriti na ne tipa no ho ye ne basa onkom no na fuola ewo ne pedue ne mo ye blood na swati nti wenyina ye nhwehwemu a ekoso mprempren nti emesie ebehwe etiefo ne ahwefo pa se omo hwe na omo ti enka ewo multimedia so Adom FM anasa Adom TV a omo momode na omo join ne na yenhwe obi ampom
kokomlele fan fast
exactly
you over Joy FM chenwa na edwumade no ekoso doc me that say Dr. Edmond Arthur you CEO of Balm of Gilead Clinic you better say otumi buy why okay nti ha na ye dwumade ne besi ye better say pa say ne waka ye home ye dwumade Nnawotwi Yi dwumade eba onchen memena da bia ye mbomode ne nhia da penda ye from Samuel Kojobre so on behalf of our team no me that say ye won that say good morning.